But yes, welcome in. Today we are going to be starting with the Lich again. The Lich, fun character. He's got a ton of regen. He starts with a ton of lifesteal. You have 10% chance to deal, or 100% chance to deal 10 damage anytime you heal. So this is going to be a fun character that we are going to be doing nothing but boosting stats, boosting health, and boosting lifesteal. And I think I'm going to go with the lifesteal because the lifesteal tends to be a little bit better in my opinion when it comes to what weapons you choose. But I'm going to, we're going to start off easy since this is the first run of the day. I think we're going to start off with the a nice little SMG run on the Lich. This will be fun. And as always, we are playing on Danger 5 because I do like to live a little dangerously. And why don't we go ahead and get started. Now, as always, the Lich, he's not too difficult of a character to play. We aren't going to be doing a ton of damage, mainly because those damage modifications are reduced by 50%. But we are going to get as much damage as possible, but more so we're going to be focusing on that max health. That's definitely where I want to live. But I also am going to be taking some luck and some harvesting right off the bat. Those are always good to have, in my opinion. Some people will argue against that. I prefer to have it. So, as always, going to be starting to see if we can't grab a couple of SMGs. That is our first weapon, and we go straight into Wave 2. Now, being on the Abyss, we do have a little bit of a different enemy grouping. Or I should say, our waves are a bit different, but not going to be too hard to get past. Hopefully things aren't too hard. There are going to be a few more armored creatures that we do have to worry about, but for the most part, everything should be pretty settled in. Now that's an early piggy bank. I definitely am going to lock that in because that's going to be nice to have starting on Wave 3. But let's get that SMG. Going to lock in that baby gecko. And we'll lock in a 5th SMG. We'll go to Wave 3. Now, I'm not worried too much about damage right now. Enemies don't have a ton of health, so we're going to easily be able to take them out. But we will start worrying about that here in a minute or two. And by a minute or two, I mean a wave or two. Luckily, these waves only take 30 seconds, so not too much to have to worry about. Now, we do have a couple trees. We will be trying to get them because I'm a big fan of free items, and trees can give you free items. That's where the luck comes in. Luck gives you a better chance to get free items. Let's see. We'll definitely take that feather. We won't get the range damage because it is decreased by 50%, but throw on another one to get that one. And then there's another 2, so now we have 4 damage on our SMGs. We will take that pig. We're going to lock in that baby gecko, lock in one more SMG, and let's go to Wave 4. Now, I should be able to start taking a little bit of damage, and that's going to help hurt enemies. So we are going to be working on getting armor and health. I probably will forgo dodge just because I do want to take a little damage. I'm not going to be giving as much damage for my SMGs, but that health damage will be the big ticket item for damage for us. At least a lot of the smaller guys. I'm not going to take the fruit basket. We are relying on lifesteal and regen, so we don't need that. I will take the max HP because that does increase the amount of damage we do, which you can't see because it's hidden behind my camera. But as you can see, that the max health does increase our damage that we do whenever we heal. So we will definitely be taking that. All right, let's get this. Whoopsie. There we go. Always trying to work on, like, what's the best position for my camera. It's really hard to get it dead on, especially since I take my headphones, I stick them on top of my computer where my camera is, so it always knocks that camera around. But all right, Wave 4. So now we are going to be letting our pig build up some money, but I do want to take some items, so we'll take those. And then let's just see if we can't roll in for something. Ooh, that loot worm might be pretty nice to get, so we'll lock that in. Let's go to Wave 5. And then hopefully we start getting a decent amount of money to save up. Now, these armored guys are going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but something tells me as I take damage, they're going to be taking a lot more damage than the SMGs can output. But we will go after the small fry to, well, to hopefully get some money. Not getting a whole lot, but that's where that loot worm will come in. It's helping me pick up a lot of this materials. Alright, not bad. That's a lot of HP regen, but I'm not really looking for healing right now. I definitely want more damage if possible, so... And a little more harvesting. Can't go wrong with a little more harvesting. So, we'll take that SMG, we'll take that loot worm. The penguin might be nice. Lost duck might be nice to take next wave. But let's go and let's, already paid off the pig, so that's nice. Or I should say the piggy bank. I always call it the pig. I don't know why. I mean, it is a pig, but it's a piggy bank. But I just like the term pig. Because it does look like a pig. But yeah, SMGs are going to be a little hard to get a ton of damage with. Mainly because we do have that 50% reduction, so I do really want to focus on just building up HP and then taking damage. If I can get something like the Bloody Hand or the Blood Donation, those are going to be great items. Because that will just continuously damage me, and then I will be able to continuously damage other enemies. Take the Scar, because extra XP is never bad. Take a little more luck. Alright, let's take the Penguin, take the Lost Duck, take the Cake. There's the small magazine. That's not going to do much for me, especially for 102 materials, so I'm not going to take it. I will take the I'm actually going to take the Whistle now and then lock in the tree. The Whistle is just going to be nice to identify when we do get those loot aliens, so that I do have a better chance to go after them. Now, we're doing a decent amount of damage with our SMG, so that's good. We can always do more, though. Walruses are going to be a problem. Luckily, we have enough health where we're not too worried about a ton of damage, but I should say taking too much damage. But for the most part, we're still able to clear the board pretty well, and we're able to stay relatively healthy. I think we definitely use more HP. Focus on some armor as well. You definitely want a lot of armor on the Lich. Alright, let's take, God, that 7% crit is a little too good to pass up. But not right now. Right now, let's focus on, that's actually a lot of harvesting. I'm going to take that harvesting. We'll take the trees, we'll take another penguin. There's armor and crit. Let's lock in that armor and crit. That'll be good for the next pickup. And you know what? Let's just take that right off the bat. That harvesting, because harvesting is definitely helping with the fact that I don't have a lot of killing powder. Hey, Cosmic, welcome in. Oh boy, you're hungry. Dad's making something that smells good, so I'm probably going to eat good. That's good. Eating good is always good, especially when it smells good. You get that mixture of that. You get the smells, and then you get the taste. Ooh, so good. Had myself some pizza this afternoon. Or I should say this evening. I just didn't feel like cooking today, so pizza it was. But yeah, glad you're going to be eating good. I always love a good homemade meal, especially one that smells good. Can't beat it. Can't beat a good smelling homemade meal. Finally, my issue since Thursday is gone. That's good to hear. Actually went protesting yesterday, by the way. Oh, very nice. You went to the No Kings protest. Fortunately, we had Comic-Con here. That kind of took over for the No Kings protest here in Kansas City. But there's still a decent. I know there was a decent showing here in Kansas City for the No Kings protest, so I'm pretty proud of Kansas City for showing up. But congrats, man. I'm glad you made it down there. Let's take that health. Take a little more life steal. All right, let's take the armor because we're definitely gonna need some armor. Ooh. The robot arm does nothing. As much as I like the robot arm, it does nothing for me on this character, so we're gonna skip it. I will take that alien tongue, and let's go to wave 9. Again, could use some more damage, but I'm definitely gonna be focused on actually taking hits so that my healing will do all the damage for me. Luckily, we can still kill the little guys pretty easily. And I don't need to worry about the trees with the blue worm, so we got a pretty decent build going so far. We'll just focus on regen. Some pro chump guy was acting like a police with his car, got pulled over, and we took that as a victory. Of course, it's a white, fat, bearded neck guy. Or fat, bearded guy, by the way. Yeah, they tend to be that. Fortunately, it's, that is the primary MAGA demographic right now, so not much you can do about that. Almost hit me with his car, so I'm glad he got pulled over. Yeah, that's a bad thing if he's actually trying to hit people or almost hitting people. Very dangerous. Take some damage. See if we can't get these SMGs up just a little bit. Take a little more fertilizer. We'll definitely take that HP. Gonna take the coupon, and then let's go to wave 10. If he had hit me, oh, he'd be done. Oh, yeah. I mean, if he had hit anybody, he would be done. It's kind of hard to ignore someone causing, well, to be fair, if he's purposely aiming for you, or purposely aiming for people, that is attempted vehicular murder or vehicular manslaughter, depending on how the DA words it, but that would definitely be a big problem, something that the police can't overlook. Yeah, he was on the edge, and he swerved the car nearly hitting me. Yeah, that's a very dangerous situation. I'm glad you weren't hit. But yeah, that's something that police cannot, even if the police do agree with his message, they can't overlook violence. As much as they want to. There's just too much bad publicity involved for them to overlook stuff like that. Speeding too, I'm glad you're good. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get hurt. That's always something I hate seeing is people getting hurt. He's not an actual police, funny enough. That doesn't surprise me. I don't think I've ever heard of an actual cop doing stuff like that. Well, I have heard of actual cops doing that, but not at like a political rally where they were actually working. Take some speed. We're going to take some more health. We'll take the lifesteal, and we'll take even more lifesteal. I'm going to lock in that luck, because we have a ton of lifesteal, and that's going to be where most of our healing comes from. We'll lock in that reinforced steel, and I don't think we're going to be able to take this guy out, but, we'll see. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing enough damage. He's staying far enough away, so we're not going to be able to kill the elite, which is okay. His car was technically illegal because it looked like a state police car except without the symbols. So there's probably some gray area with the legality about that because, I mean, the police do sell their old police cruisers, and those are perfectly, better watch out. Those are perfectly legal to drive around as long as you don't pretend to be a cop. Now, if he's actually pretending to be a cop, that's illegal. But if he's just driving what used to be a cop car that is not identified as a cop car, I believe that is completely legal. And I actually might be dead. Ah, it sucks. Even had armored tire plating, like whatever he was pretending, yes, using the megaphone and everything. Yeah, that's a problem. Shortest range I've ever seen. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of range there. It was also only the first. Also, welcome in, Whoosh. Good to see you again. Definitely, that was more of like a practice run for the night. Just kind of getting a good one out of the way. Good to see you again, Whoosh. Let's see. So the Lich, I definitely want, we're definitely not going to be relying on damage. But I do need health. I want to try something. I'm going to try the Ghost. Wait, no. Never mind. No, we're not going to use the Ghost Scepter. I forgot the Ghost Scepter gives dodge. And I don't want dodge with the Lich. Let's try with, you know what? Let's try with the, yeah, let's try with the medical gun. This might be a little fun. He had armored tire plate. I've never heard of armored tire plate. I've documented 2 people driving into protesters. God damn, that sucks. Like, people are just, like, unfortunately, people are crazy. And that's, I mean, damn, yeah, that really sucks. Ooh, free whistle. Definitely will take that. Take some harvesting. Let's see. Get another medical gun. Another medical gun. Can I lock in one more? Nope, but I will lock in that coupon. Yeah, no. Vehicular or attempted manslaughter, or I'm sorry, I keep calling it vehicular manslaughter. That's when you accidentally hit someone. Attempted murder is not a good thing. But yeah, no, I'm glad you're out there protesting. It's a good thing to do. It's a good way to make your voice heard. Even though it doesn't feel like it's doing anything, it actually is. I actually did intently hit someone while speeding. I really hope you didn't. Let's take some... There's some more harvesting. Alright, take the coupon in the med turret. Lock in that other med turret. Let's go to wave 3. I've never hit anybody with my car, even though I have wanted to. Actually hurting people is not worth it. In my opinion. Though I have sped before. I do that all the time. Not like super speeding, but like, you know, the good old 5 to 10 over. I'll be doing it tomorrow morning. Definitely on my way into work. But I always do that, mainly because the road I drive, they don't monitor it very well. Let's take some luck. I about took that melee damage, but I will take that speed. Let's see, take another med turret, and there's another medical gun. Trying to find something that will help me out. Leather vest should be... actually, no, that has dodge on it. Take another medical gun. There's sharp bullet, so we'll definitely take that. You never heard someone, not gonna lie, I drive under the speed limit or 1 mile over. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're driving the speed limit, there's nothing wrong. Just make sure you stay out of people's way. The second one was sort of ironic. The year before, at the same protest, they said to the police, it's a good thing you guys are here. Without you, people would just drive the protesters, and the next year, it happened in front of the police. Yeah, sometimes people just don't care. And to be fair, I've actually heard some people on the internet talk about doing that in front of the police because they think the police will protect them, because they think they're on the side of the police. We'll take some range damage, take the sharp bullet, take the blue medical gun. Let's take the hedgehog. There's another medical gun. There's some life steal. We'll focus on that. Let's go to the next wave. So now that we got some piercing, we should be in a little bit of a better spot, killing power-wise. Damn, police are somewhat on the side. Depends really where and when. Our police was on our side. Yeah, I mean, most of the police just want peace. There are a lot of bad apples, unfortunately, and there are a lot of police that just ignore the bad apples. That is a sad situation, the state of our police force, but at the end of the day, they also know that, you know, people shouldn't be going around hurting other people for no reason. Definitely taking that luck. Yeah, it's a tough situation. Police is such a fraternity-like organization that the good police people are usually pushed out in favor of the bad, in favor of just like circling the wagons and protecting your own. Take a little damage. I definitely, even though we get the damage down is 50, or we get 50% less damage increases, I still want to take some. I'm definitely going to take that wasp because I do like speed. There's another medical gun. That spicy sauce will be good. Let's go to wave 6. The Stanford Police Prison Experiment chose the most well-balanced people to be prison guards, and they still turned into psychopaths within days. Yeah, that's a great experiment to kind of highlight what power does to people. It's kind of scary, actually. It's one of the reasons people have asked, because I am into politics and everything, and people have asked, I've had family members ask why I don't go into politics, and I was like, have you seen what politics does to people? You know, what power does to people? I don't want that to happen to me. Because you'd be surprised how much money changes a person. Well, money and power, to be fair. Let's see. Let's get some more health. Take the speed and the health. Nothing here I want. There's another medical gun. I'll take the corrupted shard for a little more damage. There's another medical gun. And you know what? That penguin is very nice. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Absolutely. Now, power, unfortunately, does corrupt. It takes a very, very special person to be able to handle power. And unfortunately, those are not the type of people that tend to get voted into office. Medical gun was definitely the better choice here. The SMG is nice, but you don't get a lot of killing power, especially when your damage modifications are reduced. So having the medical gun, definitely, it's helping me heal, so I don't have to worry about lifesteal, don't have to worry about HP regen, and it's, you know, I'm getting the damage that I want to get. Let's get some attack speed going. Let's get these medical guns and the penguin. There's some range damage. Do I want crit? Crit might be nice, so we'll lock that crit in. Ooh, fertilizer. We'll take that. Don't need the bonk dog. Let's go to wave 8. I'm still looking for the blood donation or the bloody hand. Basically, those are the two big ticket items that I want. I think I would want the bloody hand more than the blood donation, but I'll still take the blood donation. That's still 40 harvesting. Let's see. Yeah, I hope you guys all had a good weekend. I did, like I said, Comic-Con is in town here, so that was fun to go, or I didn't go to it, but it was fun to kind of walk around, see all the people dressed up. Like I said, did have a celebrity sighting. Got to see Elijah Wood out in the world. That was kind of fun to walk into the cafe I usually go to on Sunday and just see him sitting there. I had a mild weekend. Now I'm a cry. Nah, it's all good. Nothing wrong with having a mild weekend. Mild weekends can still be a good weekend. Let's take some armor. Start building up a little bit of survivability. But we'll take a scope. We'll take that sunglasses. The ritual will be good. So will that acid. I'm not going to take the peaceful bee because I'm not trying to build up dodge. So let's go to wave 9. But yeah, I went to Elijah Wood was in town for the Kansas City Planet Comic-Con. And yeah, I usually every Sunday I usually go to a cafe to have some breakfast, read the news, read a book, and yeah, went up to the counter and you know, just got my coffee, got my food that I always get, and then walked over, you know, went to the separate side counter, got the milk in it, got my sugar that I normally put, well, my fake sugar. It's the 0-calorie sugar. And I go and I throw it away, and I turn around, and he's just sitting right there. Or she's sitting right there, and I didn't recognize him at first. I was just like, huh, he looks familiar. And so I go sit down, and I'm sitting there, and he's in my view as I'm sitting at the counter. I'm looking, and then finally he kind of turns towards me. I'm like, holy shit, that's Frodo. And so I was just like, what the fuck? And that's made me realize, like, oh yeah, he's here for Comic-Con. But it's one of those things that, especially living in the Midwest, you don't see a lot of celebrities. So looking there and seeing Frodo, or as the first one that came to mind was his character from Sin City, I was just like, holy shit, this is awesome. Now, I didn't go up and say hi to him because I'm not one of those guys that goes and approaches celebrities in the wild, because I mean, he was sitting there, he's eating breakfast, he's drinking coffee, he's reading a book as well. I didn't want to interrupt him, especially since he was here to meet fans and stuff. I don't want to do that outside of what he's normally doing. Take some health, so left him alone, but I thought it was a pretty cool sighting. Like I said, as someone who lives in the Midwest and we don't see that every day, pretty cool. Pretty happy I got that story. All right, taking the health, taking the ritual, we'll take the gummy berserker. Now let's go to wave 10. Yeah, you guys ever had a fun celebrity sighting that you look back and just be like, hey, that was pretty cool? Holy shit, this is overseasoned. Hey, sometimes overseasoned is better than underseasoned. Unless you hate the season. You're gonna cry? Yeah. Well, you can try to brush it off. That's what I do. If I overseason something, I just kind of brush it off. I didn't like this dinner. The voice of Gambit from the 90s X-Men cartoon came to my work once. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm trying to remember who, trying to remember what his voice was. But, that is pretty neat. Like, having a voice actor or someone famous like that. Chris Potter, that's right. Yeah, I don't know him from a lot of stuff, but I do, like, if I hear his voice, I will instantly recognize him. Let's see, what do I want? A little more attack speed would be nice. I need more damage. Ooh, I will take that HP regen, though. Schmoop would be pretty good. There's some more attack speed. There's some range damage. He was also Peter in Kung Fu Legend Continues. Oh, nice! Yeah, I kind of remember that movie. Yeah, because that was, I was about to say Peter Dinklage. It's not Peter Dinklage. It's, the one guy. It was a TV show, yeah. But it had the guy from Kill Bill in it. Because that guy was in the original Kung Fu Legends. I thought today was going to be the day, but no, I can't. Well, I mean, like I said, just try to... David Carradine, that's his name. Thank you. Yeah, Cosmo, just... I mean, you can try to stomach it, or, like I said, brush some of the seasoning off if you can. Or there's always good old-fashioned ranch. I'm a ranch fan myself, and we'll take some good old-fashioned ranch to help me get something under-seasoned after being over-seasoned. Come on, I need that loot alien. Well, I need to live first, but loot alien would be a nice treat. Let's see if I can get... Nope. Let's see if I can't get back up there. Nope. Not gonna get him. Not gonna be able to kill him. Let's just survive. Oh, damn it. I'm taking way too much damage with this. See, I'm not building up my armor. I need to build up armor. Wrestler Rob Van Dam came into another place I worked at. Oh, Rob Van Dam. He sounds familiar. I don't remember. Just eat, yeah. I can't just eat, yeah. I hate ranch, lol. I mean, yeah, Cosmic. It's one of those things where it's like, when someone's over-seasoned, it sucks. But like I said, ranch, barbecue sauce, dip it in something that will overcome that seasoning. The whole effing show. Oh, okay. Rob Van... I gotta look who this is. Van Dam. Oh, yes, I remember him now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that guy was definitely, a personality. Way too much pepper inside it, way too much pepper. Dude, I love pepper. You can never have too much pepper. If there's too much pepper, you can always put salt on it. Alright, third run of the night. Can I get the tree? Probably... Oh, I got it. Good. My hometown is also the hometown of Christian and Edge. Met each of them once. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it sounds like you've had quite a number of cool little meets. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous. Let's see if we can't get some more medical turrets or medical guns, and we'll go straight to wave 2. Yeah, I'm surprised. Living in a big city, I figured I'd have more, but surprisingly, I don't. Or at least if I do, I don't recognize them. But then again, I live in the Midwest, middle of the country. Not a lot of big celebrities like to live here. Living 40 minutes from Toronto, a lot of people come through my small city. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's get a little more harvesting going. Medical gun. Another medical gun. And let's lock in that medical gun. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the celebrities that come through here are usually musicians. We don't get a lot of actors unless it's at a convention. Let's see, who do we normally get? A lot of the smaller bands come through. So, well, I shouldn't say small. I mean, we do get like big bands, you know, Bad Omens. Linkin Park came through last year. That was fun. A lot of the big name music stars, they also come through. Gonna take some luck. Start getting some little bit of range damage. There's my piercing. And start focusing on health. I'm not taking the jelly. It's not 22 for one life's not great. I will lock in the bat and the blood leech though. Met an actor that's pretty well known in Canada. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, meeting actors is always one of those things where I'm like, I question, it'd be fun, but I'm also just like, it's one of those like, don't meet your heroes, because like, I don't want to like, you know, the actor has their on-screen persona, and it's just like, oh, they seem like a nice guy, and then you meet them in real life and they're a complete jerk. Arnold Green? Never heard of him. Oh, Harold Green. I'm sorry, Arnold. I don't know why I thought Arnold. He was nice. Yeah, most of them are. Most of them are pretty nice from what I hear. Gonna take some health. Just take what I can. There's another medical gun, and let's go to wave 5. He was nice. Yeah, he's stuck to Canadian stuff. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, the name does not sound familiar, so yeah, it probably is more Canadian TV. He was in town watching him play. That's fun. Yeah, it's always weird to see those, like, one-offs. Like, now everybody's just, like, especially with, Taylor Swift and her boy toy. I forgot his name already. Not her boy toy, her fiance, I guess. You know, everybody speculates, oh, is she going to buy a house here in Kansas City now? It's just like, no, she's not. I met Chris Benoit about around a year before he died. Oh, that's cool, and that's also sad, because, like, you met him, like, probably, because, like, that's a whole thing where, like, they don't know if, like, CTE caused it or something, and you don't know if, like, you met him, like, at his tippy top or when he started his downturn. So much pepper it burns. Let's get a little more lifesteal, a little more health. Alright, med gun, blood leech. Alien eyes might be good, as I get more health. Definitely another med gun. I'm actually going to take that scarf, because that HP regen and speed will be nice. I think Kevin Sullivan killed him. Hey, Daybreak, good to see you. Welcome in. How is your weekend going for you? Hopefully good. We're just talking about different celebrity sightings that we've had. Have you had any celebrity sightings yourself, Daybreak? I mentioned I saw, oh, I forgot his name already. The guy who played Frodo from Lord of the Rings today. Ben Wall stole his wife. Ah, that's an interesting conspiracy theory. Elijah Wood, that's who I saw today. Yes, thank you, Whoosh. You don't know if you have Cosmic? Still plenty of time. Definitely take the small fish. Take a little more range damage, why not? I'm going to take that scarf because I want that HP regen. Sightings, no, but on Friday I was in a car next to a bus carrying the best NHL player. Oh, that's very cool. Ooh, that's some range damage I'll take. That's always fun just to see, like, even like, I saw him, like, I didn't meet him, I didn't actually go and talk to him, but it's fun just to see the sightings, because it makes you realize that even though these guys are kind of on a pedestal, like, you know, Elijah Wood's A-lister, he's still just a normal guy. He was just in a cafe, drinking coffee, eating some breakfast, and reading a book. He may have been reading a tablet, I'm not sure. I didn't really want to stare. Didn't want to be one of those guys just staring at the guy and just be like, oh my god, it's Elijah Wood. And my mom's cousin won a Stanley Cup. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, NBM. But that's a degree of separation. It's still a connection though. That's pretty cool. This Pepit, it's growing on me. Pepper's growing on you? Yeah. Like I said, Pepper's pretty good. You just gotta give it time. Let's see, what do I need right now? We're going into wave 8. I don't have a lot of damage, but I need something good. There's some armor. I definitely need some armor. Taking coupon, we'll take the honey. We are playing on the Lich right now, so I'm trying to get some do that for the reroll. Take that HP regen and the fresh meat. You played softball in high school with TNA knockout champion Angelina Love. She was in our backyard fed too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, actually playing with people is like so cool. I played football with a guy who went to play in the NHL. He was a year below me, but I played football with him in high school, and that was pretty cool. Anyway, my day went well. Went to a nerdy collector marketplace with my oldest friend. Picked up a GBA SP and Legend of Dracoon. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, those little like collector marketplaces are so cool to go to just to see what they have. Because I'll say it's you can find some surprising things there. I know I went one collector's market I went to. I found out that one of the Game Boy Advance games that I have is worth like 250, or not Game Boy Advance. I'm sorry, GameCube games that I own is worth like 250 bucks now. And I'm just like, geez, I bought that thing for like 30. Now it's like worth 250. That's crazy. But yeah, that's awesome. Daybreak. That's really cool that you were able to find that. Oh, this is the wave that's been killing me almost every single time, but I think we're actually doing pretty good right now with this one. Yeah, Legend of Dracoon is a pretty cool game. Definitely going to take that whistle. There's some more range damage. I know I'm not supposed to really take damage with this guy, but I want a little extra killing power. I'll take some more speed. That'll be nice. Let's go to wave 9. Was there anything else you were looking for, Daybreak, or was it just one of those things where you went to the store to just look around? I don't really want these eggs to hatch. Don't really have killing power to take care of them. But I'll deal with them as much as I can. Let's see. Tree, no free item. I don't have the loot worm. So I do need to go after the trees myself. I do need to start taking a little bit of damage. That's gonna help, but not... how are we doing? That was 10. I'm healing it not too bad. As long as I don't take 5-10 hits, or not 5-10 hits, 2 to 3 hits in a row, I should be pretty healthy. Samurai Warrior 1 or Extreme Legends, but that's apparently harder to find. I didn't know about the marketplace, just followed up with my friend who stopped by to pick up a keyboard I bought him. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, those places where you just walk around and explore and find them are always really cool. Take some damage. There's more attack speed, which I need. Okay, coupon. There's some armor and health. I definitely need you. Another medical gun. Take more alien eyes. I'm going to take the little muscly dude for that HP, because that's 5 HP. I need HP right now. We'll lock in that blood leech. We'll also lock in the glasses just for a little more range. But yeah, I found there were a couple of really cool kind of oddity stores around my area that I was just out walking one day and I was able to find them. And I was just like, oh, what are they selling? They're like, oh, well, we sell, like, you know, we teach taxidermy, we teach, or we, like, sell crystals and rocks and really cool statues and stuff. I was like, wow, this stuff's really cool. It's not for me personally. Well, the taxidermy stuff was actually pretty cool, and I was thinking about buying something, but then I was just like, nah, I don't have any place in my apartment to show it off. Got the autograph of lead guitarist for Rancid, but my mom threw it out. Oh, that sucks. I don't think I've ever had any memorabilia thrown out, but I've usually always told my mom that, hey, do not touch this. It's very important to me. He was really nice. Yeah, a lot of bands really are. I need to go through some pawn shops because the rarest things just show up there. Smaller places where no one knows the value of things. Oh yeah, no. The little shops are definitely where it's at. That there was back when I was in college, there was a little game store that was it wasn't like a game, it was kind of like a GameStop but not a GameStop. It was a reseller that they did have some of the newer games, but it was mainly just kind of a swap. Like they bought and sold old games. That place was always fun because you never know what they had. They had such a unique collection. Everything from Atari 2600 all the way, I think at the time it was like PlayStation 3. And it was so fun just to walk through there like once a week. You got Benoit's autograph too? That's pretty cool. Yeah. Especially if you got it in his like last year of life. That's probably a little bit more expensive. Or not, I'm not saying you're ever going to sell it, but yeah, I used to make money reselling stuff that I got at thrift pawn shops. Yeah, that's a big thing to do. Is a lot of people do that. Friend I went out with found a Ruby Sapphire combined box for $30 once. Wow, that's actually impressive because I don't think those are cheap nowadays. All right, take everything I locked in. Take more damage, more health, more luck. Definitely going to lock in that Gentle Alien. We'll lock in that Bait. And we'll lock in that Doc Moth to help with regen. Definitely no roll, yeah. No, those definitely harkens back to the old computer swap meets that they used to have. Where, like, this was back when I was a kid. Like, my dad took me to a couple. Because I went to try to find some really obscure PC games. And, like, you would walk around and, oh, God, we went to the computer game section. And they didn't have, like, the nice cases like we had. There was literally just rows and rows of floppy disks out there with, like, 600 different versions of Doom. Like, the different maps that, like, nowadays you can just go online and download custom maps, but back in that day, like, God dang it, I'm not paying attention to the run. Back in the day, you had to get them off floppy disk. I bought 3 GameCubes for $30, went across town and sold them for $100. Damn, yeah, that is impressive. GameCubes are definitely becoming a premium nowadays. A lot of the retro hardware is from what I've seen. How much is a GameCube selling on eBay right now? Let's take a look. GameCube. Like, well, no, that's the controller. The actual consoles are going from anywhere from 134. I see a couple for 100, 180, or 200, up to 200. Yeah, I mean, the GameCubes are, I mean, older consoles are definitely definitely a premium. If you want to a brainless if you want a brainless Lich, start Sharptooth is probably their strongest starting weapon. Yeah, I could not remember what's a good starting weapon. You're definitely right. I didn't think about that because of the lifesteal, so definitely going to do that. GameCubes go for NES more than NES. Yeah, GameCubes, I mean, to be fair, a lot of the NES you can get, I mean, you can easily download emulators for. GameCube, you can get an emulator, but I don't think they have as many games emulated. Plus, I know a lot of people like the old GameCube controller. Ah, hey, Per, good to see you. Or at least they did when you started buying them. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see if I can find my harvesting. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if... Because I know, like, the old... I think SNESs are pretty expensive nowadays, too. More so, I'll say, I think CRTs are actually starting to go up in price as well. The most... also, yeah, I know I said hi to you, Per, but welcome and good to see you again. I usually go Cleaver. The Lich's passive damage scales off HP, and so does the Cleaver damage. That's a good point, too. That would be a good weapon to try as well. The most expensive game I know of was auctioned for $50K, Punch-Out in the box. How was your Comic-Con? Did you end up going? I did not end up going, Per. I just wasn't feeling it, so I decided to stay home. It was super crowded as well. So, like, they had... Like, this is the first year I've actually seen them get the ropes out and actually have people queue up for stuff. It was crazy. I did see one of the celebrities out and about though this morning. So I usually go out to breakfast on Sundays into a cafe, and I just happened to go into the cafe and I saw Elijah Wood in there. So that was pretty cool. I didn't talk to him, didn't get his autograph or his picture or anything. He was there just trying to relax before the convention, and I didn't want to bother him. You know, celebrities are humans, so. But it was still pretty cool. Thanks you for asking, though. How was your weekend, by the way, Per? Both are good starts. Sharp Tooth being primitive and starting with the lifesteal just makes the start easier to build towards the late game. Yeah. And I will say, Whoosh, yeah, Punch Out in the box, those old NES games, super expensive. I think the most expensive one I've seen is was it the gold edition of Legend of Zelda? Gold NES gold cartridge. No, oh no, those are I know in the box it's worth like I think $20,000 to $30,000. But yeah, your weekend was all right. That's pretty cool. I met Daryl from Storage Wars in the '90s and at a collectible show. That's pretty cool. Those guys are definitely unique. I mean, to be fair, what you see on TV with a lot of those reality shows definitely makes you wonder if that's what they are like in real life. Especially on Storage Wars. Well, I'm glad your weekend was alright. Did you do anything fun for yourselves? And that's an open question for all of you guys. Or I should say everyone. You're not necessarily all guys. You know, what did you all do today? Or I should say this weekend. Let's see. No, I don't know why I took damage. I was just kind of acting on instinct there. There's some HP. Another Sharp Tooth. And there's HP. Gonna lock you in. That melee and crit won't be that bad. Yeah, it's always interesting. Pretty quiet. Did board games one night and been watching the streams for a music festival. That's about it for me. Well, that sounds like a good weekend. There's nothing like just sitting down. I've pretty much been watching nothing but YouTube videos all day. Which, to be fair, that to me is a pretty good day. It's a relaxing day, and that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Work's going to be interesting this week, but having a nice, relaxing weekend is all I could really ask for. Like a little more luck, please. A little more harvesting. Alright, there's HP. Leave that claw tree. There's another Sharp Tooth. Let's go to way 4. You went hard on RimWorld doing a Neanderthal. Yes, I spelled it wrong. Twitch things. Vampire Run. That sounds fun. There's a guy I watch on here who he does a lot of RimWorld. And it's fun to watch that. I don't think I have the patience to play RimWorld very much, but it's actually no, I don't have RimWorld. I do have Oxygen Not Included. But yeah, I played that for like an hour, and then I was just like, I don't have the patience for this. I need to do everything myself. But RimWorld does look like a really fun game to play. I want speed. Sharp Tooth, we'll take that for the crit. Sharp Tooth. There's more HP and regen. Let's go to wave 5. Raro? No, it's Disnoff. Whoosh. I watch Disnoff play RimWorld. He only plays it on the weekends nowadays. But he's fun to watch. Kind of a chill streamer. Oh, Baru plays it as well, but he hasn't played it in a while. He's been doing I can't remember what he's been doing. He's been doing because I haven't been watching him very much. Mainly because I don't have. He usually streams when I'm working, and unfortunately Twitch is blocked at my work, so I don't get to really watch him. I think he's been playing Resident Evil 7, some mod for it. My weekend was at the marketplace and waiting on laptop to be repaired. I'm picking it up tomorrow after work. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're finally getting your laptop back. I do need to start getting a little bit of armor. Can you take a little bit of melee damage? Why not? Head injury, damage. There's another Sharp Tooth. There's some lifesteal. Take that luck. There's some max HP and melee damage. So let's go to wave 6. I'm playing on losing is fun, but I cheat. Yeah, that's alright. Nothing wrong with that. When it comes to single-player games, you should play how you want to play. Whether that's, you know, giving yourself a little bit of an advantage, even if you are playing on the hardest difficulty. It's always fun. I don't mind that. It's when you get into multiplayer games and you start cheating, that's where, like, it's just like, really, dude? It's like, why are you cheating on a multiplayer game? But man, something like a Bethesda game, Skyrim, or Fallout, cheat away. Those games are meant to be played alone. Yeah, he's been playing. Oh, it's the RE4 remake mods. That's right. Yeah, he's kind of playing. Isn't it that randomizer mod he's playing right now? Take some more armor. Take that stuff. Let's see. A little range is not going to hurt. There's some trees. Going to lock in that whistle. But it's definitely been looking interesting. That's definitely one of those games where, like, it'd be fun to try it out, but I don't know if I got the time to really do that. Especially not on the difficulty that he plays it on. Or doing I think he's doing like a permadeath mode right now. I'm just like, It's like, there's no way I can do permadeath anything. I do not have enough time in the day to play video games to be like, okay, my run died, so I'm going to start off and play another 30 hours. He's playing hardcore too, yeah, and I enjoy watching. Oh, no, it's fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. I love watching people play hardcore and permadeath modes, but like, it's like I don't get enough time to play video games during the day because I have to work and everything, so it's like I don't want to take the chance of me losing like dozens, 20, 30 hours of progress just because I made a mistake. Take the corrupted shard. Take the melee, just a little bit of melee damage. Ooh, that's good. I'll take some knockback. Ooh, there's more knockback. We'll take a rat. A particle. I should take the particle accelerator just to take the particle accelerator, but I'm not. Locking that lukewarm, go to wave 8. Resident Evil games take less than 10 hours to finish. Oh, that's right. They do. They're pretty short, but they're also meant to be replayed a lot, from what I understand. But also, that surprises me that they only take 10 hours to finish, because those are, like, full-priced games, aren't they? Like, wasn't the Resident Evil 4 remake didn't that cost, like, 60 or 70 bucks? If it's only, like, 10 hours of gameplay, that's pretty bad, cost-wise. But then again, like I said, replay factor is a thing. Alright, Whistle's coming into play. Can I get him? Don't have a ton of damage, but I have enough. I really need to start boosting HP, though. That's the one thing I've been neglecting with this guy. Do we take the decomposing flesh? Yeah, I'll take it. It won't be too bad to take. I will take some more speed. I would like some more speed to be able to run away. There's another sharp tooth. Let's grab you. Definitely going to take the snail, lock in that alien worm. Ooh, the coupon's going to be good. Spicy sauce is going to be good. Let's go to wave 9. They have multiple characters with different stories to play to. Yes. That's kind of what I meant. Is that I knew that was Resident Evil 2. Which, that, to be fair, Resident Evil 2 is the last Resident Evil game I played. But yeah, they had 3 characters you could play in that game. So that was always fun. They had, I wouldn't take Alien Worm when Jerky exists. Yeah, but I think with this character, because I'm going to be focusing on lifesteal and HP regen, I'm not going to worry about Jerky. Oh, wait. I'm remembering how this character works. You are correct. Jerky is probably a great item on this character. But I still do, I think at this point, though, I've taken Alien Worm enough where I think my consumable HP is kind of bad. Jerkies makes you deal damage for each take up the consumable heal. Yeah, completely forgot about that. I'm going to recycle the Peaceful Bee. You can kill a second wave 20 boss with a red box from the first. Yeah, that would be amazing. Take a little love, a little more harvesting. Alright, taking... Oh, fuck. I always forget to take the coupon first. Well, there's Jerky, so we'll take that. How am I doing? Well, consumable heal is up now, but take some coffee, lock in that bonk dog, take a tree. I do have a decent amount of crit, so taking a little more crit's not going to hurt. Yeah, no, I completely forgot about that. That's how it's any healing. For some reason, my mind immediately went to say, when it said when you heal, you deal damage. For some reason, I thought that was only with HP regen and lifesteal. Completely forgot that it's any heal source. But I'm also going to need to get a lot more HP now to really make it worthwhile. Definitely want you. Come on. Skip, dive to get all this materials. Oof, that hurt. Gonna need more armor. Gonna need a lot more armor. Not too much armor. The hell? Oh, I'm healing. I'm like, what is doing damage? Ooh, a free mirror. Absolutely gonna take that. Let's see if I can't... I'll take this melee damage here. More melee damage, why not? Alright, I'm gonna mirror the, mirror the bonk dog. Or mirror the insanity for the crit. I think I'm gonna mirror... Or do I not mirror either of these? No, I'm gonna take 2 bonk dogs. I don't know why. I'm doing it kind of for the meme, but it's bonk dog. Goblet's not bad. There's some lifesteal. Cute monkey will be nice. There's some melee damage. There's some luck. And let's go to wave 9. Had a great builder run today with the SMG. Ooh, very nice. I've never thought to try... every time I do the builder, I always go slingshot. I never think to do anything other than the slingshot with the builder. But SMG would definitely be interesting. Right. How are we doing? Doing pretty. Not too bad. Definitely need more health so we can start doing more damage. But yeah, that jerky was definitely a good take. Now I can focus on consumables too. Yeah, builder is definitely one of my favorite Brotatoes. Used to do slingshot, but lost a bunch of times in a row, so I thought I'd try something new. Yeah, that's understandable. It's always nice to try something new, especially with the character like the builder. Definitely take that belt. There's some HP. All right, take all of this. There's some HP, and I'm gonna lose some crit, but I'm fine with that for that HP and armor. Take you. We'll take the Lost Duck, because I know people say luck's not great, but I like it. Okay. How much problems am I gonna have with this? Apparently none. I thought I was going to have problems with this boss, but I'm just realizing that if you just stay next to him, he can't... Oh, there we go. Never mind. I was like, he can't hit me. No, he can definitely hit me. Ooh, and he's hitting me pretty bad. Okay. Let's get this fruit. More fruit, please. I don't... I'm not gonna... Well... I don't have enough damage. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill him. Wait, no. I might be able to. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, barely got him. Ooh, alien. I'll definitely take you. That's more HP. Cauldron. I don't have loot worm, so might as well. No. Might not be bad. That's a lot of range. That's a lot of damage. I don't like the knockback, but I'll take it. Ooh, that's 16 damage. I'll take the... It's only 8, but I'll take it. Alright. Definitely going to take the night goggles. Sharp tooth. Oh, there's a red sharp tooth. Black belt. That garden will be pretty good. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to roll again. I got a wave 4 lighthouse, so any weapon probably would have won. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, once you get the lighthouse on the builder, you're pretty well set, engineering wise. And then if you get something like the nail, then you pretty much win. Ooh, that is a lot of range on these sharp teeth now, or sharp tooths. Sharp teeth? I guess it'd be sharp teeth since I got multiple of them. Oof. Oh, boy. Just realizing how much I need to stretch out my back. Oh, been sitting in this chair all day. I really need to start moving around a little more. Should have went to the grocery store today, but I opted not to. I'm gonna go on Tuesday. This pizza just sounded really good tonight. I'm not gonna lie, it's just one pizza. I should not have taken the knockback. Oh well. I'll take a Dock Moth, why not? There's more health. An hourglass. I kind of want to take the hourglass. I don't have anything that's going to do damage over time. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the hourglass. We'll take the black belt. I'm going to take the goat skull. And we'll lock in that sharp tooth. And I'm hoping I can heal enough. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Just, come on, rat. Okay, rat did my business with me. The hourglass might actually be safe since it's 78 free ticks of damage. That is true. I forgot that it is free ticks of damage. So it was definitely a safe bet, I think. You got pizza tonight too? Nice. What kind of pizza do you usually get, Bush? Are you like get everything, or are you kind of more like I get one or two things, or are you just like just give me plain cheese? Damn it, phone autocorrect. The fuck do you mean hourglass? I did not read that. I read hourglass when you put hour. But that's hilarious. Hourglass. Hells yeah. See the hourglass, take the hourglass. Yeah. Hourglass, I always stop and think about that though, because my last run on the Lich I did, I had an awesome run. Had the bloody hand. Had bloody hand. I think I had like 5 or 6 red sharp teeth. And then I took the hourglass on wave 19. I was just like, oh, this is awesome. I can repeat wave 19. And it killed me right away. And I was just like, son of a bitch. And it was such a bad take. So anytime I see the weird ghost or I see the hourglass, I always take pause. But still a good take. We'll take a little more speed. I got both with pepperoni and mushroom. One with bruschetta in addition, and one with bacon. You got 4 pizzas, or was that 4 slices? Also, I'm going to take some melee damage for my bonk dogs. Oh, I didn't even realize I also only had 5 sharp teeth. Definitely going to take all of this. There's, nope, that has dodge, so we're not going to take the blindfold. I'm banning the bee. There's armor. As long as you have 11 regen, a single self-damage item won't kill you with hourglass or weird ghosts. Yeah, definitely going to have to keep that in mind. I forgot about that. 2 pizzas, pepperoni, and mushrooms on both. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Yeah, pepperoni is awesome. I got pepperoni. Well, they call it cupperoni. It's the pepperoni that kind of makes a cup. That stuff is so good. And then I put a little of some spicy honey on it, hot honey. Bruschetta mix in addition on one, and bacon in addition on the other. Saltwater is kind of bad. You reach the point of Sharp Tooth where melee is strictly worse than lifesteal for damage. That is a fair point. So we'll unlock it then. I personally like it for the attack speed and the fact that you get 10% speed for every time you take damage. I mean, the price for the attack speed's not really worth it, but I like that 10%. I'm going to be taking a ton of damage, so that's just a free 10% speed up, but it's all right. You add garlic powder. Ooh, that's interesting. I usually like the pizza I get. Like from the one pizza place I get, I usually get pepperoni, sausage, jalapenos, red onion, but then I also have them add roasted garlic. And I think that is just, having that roasted garlic is just delicious. I probably shouldn't be standing in the dock. That way I get more ticks of damage. But garlic powder is definitely an interesting addition. But I don't know. There's something about I love garlic. I love roasted garlic. It's so good. Especially the place that I go to, they roast it up just right. Kind of like it kind of caramelizes a little bit. Super soft, super delicious. The roasted garlic at the place is not the best. Yeah, that sucks. It is hard, or it is easy to mess up roasted garlic. Let's see, what would be nice? HP, take a little more life steal. There's some health. Baby gecko. Take the garden, take a little more speed. There's more life steal. There's another sharp tooth. There's another sharp tooth. Nope, not locking in the tardigrade. And it's probably a little too late for the bag. But I'll lock it in anyway. Ooh, there's crit. Oh, I'm going to take all that next time. Hunting trophy is going to be great. Ooh, I'm seeing some nice 100 damage crits. It's going to get to the point where I have so much damage, I'm not going to be able to take damage to do damage. Yeah, if I get the blood donation or the bloody hand, I would be very, very happy. Bloody hand is especially never too late for bag. Yeah, that's my thought too. But you got to ask yourself, are you going to make the money back? I think I will, just because I do have a decent amount of luck. So yeah, like there'd be 15. I don't know if I have enough trees though. No, there's 30. That would have been 30. So yeah, I guess the bad would be good. Sad tomato would also be nice. Sad tomato would be amazing. All right, we'll take the crit. We'll take the wheat. We'll take the coupon. Let's see. What can I get here? Take a little more life steal. All right. Taking the hunting, taking the crit, taking the bag, then the bait. Banner is pretty good. It's probably too late for the candy bag. It might be nice to have the additional elites though. That is 15 stats. I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna think about it. And the whistle. Yeah, whistle is something that I would always take. You still take the candy bag, lol? Yeah, I'm thinking, I mean, especially with the 15 stats, that's still pretty good. Good chance that some of them will be held. You still take a regular candy bag, okay. I don't know, candy bags always is kind of iffy for me, especially with the 10% chance to get an elite. It's not bad, but early on it feels a little daunting, especially if you don't have a lot of damage. That, and actually it might work. It might work out on the pacifist. You get the free level updates. You get, well, it'd be interesting. Definitely taking that rat. We'll take the Gummy Berserker. Free landmines. Taking the coil. That's a lot of damage. All right, we'll take the candy bag. We'll take the banner. I'm gonna lock in that scarf because that HP regen is going to be nice. There's another purple sharp tooth. We'll skip the tardigrade. We'll lock all of this in. Let's go to wave 17 and see if we got a dual elite. We did not get a dual elite. Okay. We got this guy, which is not too bad. Ooh, we are doing pretty good damage. Ooh, now this attack sucks. But I'm taking so much damage, though. I think I'm just kind of, oh, no, let's not take... Okay, ooh, that was close. Let's get that health back. that was nice. That was, the elite... Yeah, I'm definitely doing a good amount of damage, so I'm pretty happy there. The elite health scales with waves, so to me, it's always a right rate. Yeah. Well, that is true. I mean, I guess the easier waves, or the earlier waves, the elites would be a lot easier than what they are in the later waves. Especially if you have something like an SMG, it should be pretty easy. Love watching Red Crate with Jerky. Yeah, that is fun. Ooh, Scapegoat. Definitely going to take you. We'll recycle the Alien Worm now because I have Jerky. Yeah, I'll take Harvesting. Sure, why not? Free Bottle Mine. And that, by the way, that bag's definitely coming in handy now. Sure, free crit. There's even more crit. I'll take you. Ooh, that's a lot of speed. But I need armor. Let's take the armor. All right, let's take all of this. Ooh, there's attack speed. Ooh, free lifesteal. There's lifesteal. There's some luck, and there's some speed. Actually, I don't need that speed anymore. So let's go to wave 18. Without modifiers, elite health tends to be 700 times wave count, or 700 times wave count plus 1. Well, that's not bad at all. Yeah, I definitely think with the amount of damage that I'm doing now, I can take on 2 elites. Or in the case I get the 2 bosses and the elites on the last wave, I should be able to take it. But yeah, I've never looked at what the actual math for the health is for elites. So that is good to know. Thank you for letting me know, Daybreak. Let's see. Oh no, my pig, or my pig, my sheep, my friend. Yeah, I feel like I need a little bit of armor. I looked into it trying to figure out Gangster. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, he, well, Gangster, I would figure would have a different, scaling as well. Because don't the elites get harder every time you kill one? Okay, that emote whoosh is pretty cool. Goat emote. Bandana does nothing, so we'll recycle it. Silver bullet, we'll take the bat, take the butterfly, and take the propeller hat. We'll definitely take the fruit basket. That's more fruits. Actually, the alien baby... Yeah, you know what? 10% health isn't going to be too bad for the next wave. For wave 20, so I'll definitely take that. They do. I wanted to know when it's safe to take the first lead. Yeah, I think it's almost safe anytime. I think you just, well, to be fair, there's also the chance to get the first elite when you steal an item on Gangster is so low, I never even think about it. Uh-oh, you killed my sheep. Item. Wow. I'm a little sad I didn't get the Bloody Hand or anything. That would have been nice to have. Bloody Hand or blood donation. I take luck on Gangster sometimes to try forcing a shop to give me early purple items to bait elites with. Yep. Yeah, no, I'm usually luck heavy on Gangster because of that. Ooh, I'll take Wisdom. take that range. Sharp bullet does nothing for me. Let's take a more health. Grind leaf. Well, that would have been nice to have. If I could have gotten it earlier. But we'll take that alien baby. We'll take the cake. Oh, a cursed sharp tooth. Well, I'm definitely going to take this. Because that's just a huge amount of damage. Take the weird food. Ooh, I wish I could have taken that mastery. That would have been nice. But let's end it with... we'll end it with the injection. That alloy would have been huge. Got Blood Dono on Masochist yesterday. Oh, so lucky. God, that's an awesome get for the Masochist. Alright, let's go to wave 20. Nope, no elite. But I'm not going to complain too much. Oops. Okay. Let's not die. I'm gonna get rid of this snake, dude. I hate that snake. That guy's worse than the crab one on Crash Zone. He's just annoying. Ah, that was a good run. Glad I switched to the sharp tooth. So that was a good the Leviathan and the dead whale. Yeah, the Leviathan I hate. I hate the Leviathan so much. The dead whale's pretty easy, but nice one. Thanks, Per. I appreciate that. Thanks, Whoosh. Yeah, that was a good win. The switch to the sharp tooth Daybreak was definitely the right choice. I forgot about that this actually scales with lifesteal. But let's just jump straight into my next run. Ooh, the romantic. Actually, I kind of half tempted to take the flute with this, but we're definitely not going to take the flute. I need something that scales with health. Well, an enemy that has less than 25% health has a 5% chance to charm it for... Actually, no. I remember. I want to do the SMG because I want low damage so I can try to charm as much as possible. So, we're going to do that. I remember the last time I did charm, or not charm, the romantic, I just tried to charm enemies as much as possible. But yeah, we're going to have to be careful. This is the one that is always, like, crazy because there's so much curse in the Abyss that you just want to, be careful. Is it harvesting? Yeah. Got to be careful about damage and stuff. Alright, another SMG. Can get one more SMG. I cannot get one more SMG. Wow. They are really not giving me another SMG, but I'll lock one in. SMG is what you always use too, Per. That's good. Yeah, I agree. The SMG is just, it's too good to charm enemies, and then you just let your charmed enemies just do all the work for you. Yeah, first couple of waves are going to be just boring. Take a little more, take the SMG, gonna lock in that sharp bullet, and that baby gecko. And one more SMG. A little too expensive for my blood, but I got 3 items that I want next time. And, worry about health here in wave 2. Don't really need to charm enemies right away. But we'll definitely get there. Alright, let's see. Take a little more harvesting. I about took that melee damage. Take a little luck. Take that sharp bullet. Ooh, and the baby gecko. There's my piercing damage. And then we'll lock in that tree as well. Let's go to wave 4. What are we at? 7% chance. So, oh yeah, it's 50% of my health is the chance to actually charm an enemy. And I like that they call it charm when it's just like, no, it's not charming. You're quite literally Pokeballing these enemies. Because that's how Pokemon works. You beat an enemy into submission, and then you throw a ball at it and make them work for you. No, don't get cursed. Stay away from the cursed monsters, please. I don't want a ton of curse. We'll ignore the bottom mine. I like small fish on Romantic since it's more damage when there's no risk of killing enemies instead of charming them. That's a fair point. That'd probably be a good take next time. I will take a little range damage and a little more health just to make sure I scale well. Skip you. Weird Ghost, that's, nah, we'll take the Weird Ghost. It's still pretty early. No, it's definitely a good take with the SMG. That is just a little, it gets you down to, it gets the enemies down a little bit faster. Ooh, stay away from the cursed enemies. Dang, I just saw on my feed there was a stay indoor warning for Arizona to the Carolinas this weekend due to pollution. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, there's been some crazy wildfires going on in Nebraska that's been affecting the area I live in. So it's definitely been interesting. But yeah, the pollution stuff is crazy to think about, especially here in America. Taking a little more damage, why not? Take some speed, that'll be needed. A cute monkey. I'm going to take the cute monkey because 14% chance to heal when you pick up materials is huge. Take the Weird Ghost. We'll lock in that small magazine because I do need a little bit of damage. Take that mutation as well. Yeah, wave 6, this should be good. We should be fine with regards to, ooh, we got that guy. Let's see if we can, okay, that about killed me. Stay away from you. Alright, I need help. Alright, can I, okay, got him. So I got my materials back at least. Or I should say double materials back. I do like that gobbler, but damn, is it not fun? I'm gonna take that. Let's see. Let's take some damage. Take armor. Take an SMG, we'll take the small magazine. Take another. That, Schmoop will be nice because I do need more health. That's a lot of luck, and I do like luck. Fuck remembering how bad my area was when Quebec was on fire. Yeah, we could smell smoke here in Toronto, or we could smell the smoke in Toronto when Quebec was burning. Yeah, I remember reading about that in the news. That was pretty bad. I don't remember how long ago that was, but then again, so much shit's been going on lately, it's hard to keep up with the news. Let's see, we've got a 14% chance to charm enemies now. It's not great. Quebec. Quebec. Is that how you're supposed to say it? Quebec? See, I've always heard Quebec, I've heard Quebec, I've heard Quebec. I've just heard the Q. Welcome back, Cosmic. You feel good? You finally got your got some food down in you? Stomach hopefully settling. I was in Ottawa and even remember when the Diablo 4 billboard in New York was backlit by orange skies. Oh man. Yeah, that's always fun. I remember, especially with the wildfires in, it was a couple years ago, they were really bad in California, or not California, Colorado, and all that smoke was coming our way. And I walked outside, and it was just hazy, and you could see, like, kind of the orange skies, and it was crazy, because the sun was going down. It was kind of spooky. Sorry, I had to ban a message. I return, I feel good. One chicken breet, but yes. Well, I'm glad you had a good chicken breed. Let's take some damage. And by the way, I know you mean chicken breast. Take the lens, take everything I locked in. Take that regen. That'll be nice. Alright, there's a small fish. We'll take you. There's some more damage. Let's go to wave 8. When I was young, we used to set forest fires on purpose, so they won't get out of hand. Oh yeah, no, that is something that is, they do here in the Midwest all the time. It's a controlled burn. Well, they will find dried grass, and they will just set it on fire and control the burn. The firefighters do that all the time. It is to prevent forest fires, but a part of it's also to encourage new growth. I can't remember exactly how that works, but they'll set patches of like dead grass and stuff on fires to encourage the growth of new grass. But yeah, it's mainly to control the burning so that a random lightning strike doesn't set the entire forest on fire. Or some stupid hiker who forgets to put out all the embers on his fire. Yeah, I was working in the IKEA warehouse where you could feel the smell change when you got closer to the truck docking area. Kind of hard to do a controlled forest fires in Canada where 2/3 of the country is continuous forest. Ash is high in nutrients. Yep. We're definitely not taking the white flag. Oh, there's more luck. Alright, take everything here, because damage is good. I took curse. I should not be taking curse. Locking that SMG, that armor and dodge will be good. And then, taking that range and attack speed. Yeah, no, it's hard to do controlled burns in forest. There you you don't really necessarily do controlled burns there. You do more, you cut down the old trees, you drag them out of there, and you get rid of them. And then I can't remember if they actually like scrape the forest floor to get rid of all the dead fauna, or to kind of like churn it into the dirt. Also a different climate. Yeah, it doesn't get as dry in Canada as it does down here in the States. Let's go to wave 9. But yeah, it's a whole different policy than what they do here in the Midwest and like the farmlands and the grasslands and stuff. Because again, like in Nebraska right now, huge fires going on, or at least there were. I don't remember how bad they are anymore, but they were bad at one point. But yeah, it's just, I mean, it's anything from someone throwing a cigarette out the window to a lightning strike. It's crazy how these huge fires can start. That's why it's a big deal in California too, is because they happen all the time, and sometimes it's just people being stupid. A couple times it's people being malicious, but more likely than not, a lot of the times it is just Mother Nature. I wake up drier than a fucking sponge out of water. Oh yeah, California's banned. Gender reveal parties are the dumbest shit. Oh my god, that is what has started a lot of the last few ones, which has been just really sad. I'm not taking Tyler. There's 16 damage. I'll take that. Take everything there. Ooh, there's the cauldron. I'll take you. There's some more damage. I know I'm taking a lot of damage. I should be relying on should be relying on charming enemies, but I'm good. We had people here maliciously start forest fires so that their community would be evacuated and they get to stay in the hotel in the city. That's some northern communities here. That is crazy. Like, I know there are people who set forest fires maliciously, but that's kind of like a crazy one. Just use a simple popper. Oh yeah. Wow. Australia's fire department actually loses a shitload of money yearly because of the species of hawk learn to start them to flush out prey from tall grass. That is hilarious. That birds have evolved to learn to start fires to flush out small prey. But that, I mean, that's really smart. I'm not gonna lie, that's really smart of the birds. That's happened 2 years in a row now, actually. Oh yeah, the malicious stuff, yeah. And of course it's Australia. Oh yeah. That doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that in Australia you don't have like a spider or a hawk walk up to a guy and say, "Hey, Cracky, watch this," and then throw a match or something. Like, because it's only at Australia. Yeah, where else would it be, Daybreak? Tomorrow I'm going to eat a breakfast. Good, Cosmic. You really need to eat breakfast at school and hopefully survive the day. You'll be fine. But definitely get some breakfast in you. Let's get a little more lifesteal just for some survivability. Take some max HP. Alright, so we got pretty good chance, 21% chance to charm an enemy. Let's get my SMGs. There's some more health. Ooh, definitely taking that treasure map. Lock in the garden, the injection, and another SMG. If my theory that man was inspired to harness fire by smelling burning pig after a field fire. I think that's actually how it happened. Not necessarily the pig part, but I think like lightning struck something, set something on fire, and then man was just like, ooh, this is nice, and then decided to basically try to make fire on their own. Then again, I think at that point we were monkeys, but yeah, no, definitely the smell of pig would make anybody evolve to want more cooked pig. I can definitely see that being a valid theory. Oh yeah, no, don't worry, I got you. I got you that you said meant smelling, not smiling. Definitely need more damage. Definitely take that damage. Take everything I locked in. Take a rat. Lock in that gentle alien. Lock in that lifesteal. Lock in that. And let's go. How are we going to be able to kill this guy? I think so. No, we don't have near enough damage to be able to kill him. Yeah, we're just gonna focus on enemies. Well, actually, maybe if I curse some enemies, I'll be able to. Just focus here for a minute on staying away from this guy's slashes. No. Yeah, I think this is the guy, Daybreak, you were talking about. You hate him as a elite. Hopefully, haven't gagged in a few days. That's good, and I'm eating once more, so yep, that's good. Smelling, let the minions kill him. Yeah, that's what I should have done, Whoosh. Tark uploaded today. Oh shit. Yeah, man, you better watch that tomorrow. Yeah, the second attack pattern is a pain. Oh, yeah. That first one's not fun, but you can easily just get around it. Yeah, this is free engineering. Why not? Let's take that range damage. Take the SM... We'll take everything. Tardigrade will be nice. Bag will be nice. Ooh, that's a lot of luck. Let's get some crazy luck going. Maybe I can get... If I can get a baby elephant or a cyberball, I would be happy as well. Not going to bed hungry. Good. You shouldn't be going to bed hungry. Yeah, now we got a lot of, got a 25% chance to charm enemies, so the chance to charm enemies is actually super high with the SMGs now. Getting some really good rolls, though. At least 100%. Damn it, I looked away for 2 seconds. We're going to restart. At least 100% hungry like I'm foolish. Yeah. That's good. The armor tax strikes. Yeah. I should have taken a little bit of more armor to get out of the negative, but it is what it is. Damn, I didn't get anything, so I'm just going to take health there. I will take the coupon first. There's another SMG. There's a loot worm. Lock that in. Lock in another SMG. Let's go to wave 2. Yeah, it sucks that you lose armor with this character, but it's a trade-off. This is also partially why I kind of want to do like the Ghost Scepter on this guy, so you just get a stupid amount of health. But it is what it is. Free range, I'll take it. There's some harvesting. All right, take the SMG. Can I lock in one more, please? Thank you. Ooh, and the Ugly Tooth. Other than Soldier, I don't think I ever pass on armor. Yeah, I like armor, but, I mean, there's no reason not to take armor, unless you want to take damage. But for the most part, I don't know any character where you want to take a ton of damage. Outside of maybe the Lich. That raid on Thursday helped me, by the way, meeting that streamer. Oh, very cool. I'm glad that did. Yeah, that was a very good idea. That and Daybreak, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, she's really cool. She was a really fun streamer. I enjoyed watching her. All right, take some damage. Well, there's my... Well, I'm going to keep that armor locked in. Lock all you in as well. Let's go to wait for him. I passed the fuck out after an hour, though. That's all right. It's all good. Yeah, we'll definitely, she's streaming again, and we'll definitely raid her again. Yeah, she was really fun. Like I said, fun to watch. She seems like a pretty cool streamer. And, I definitely want you guys to meet pretty cool streamers, because that is fun. That's one of the fun things about streaming, too, is starting to network with people. Meet new people that I would never, ever meet otherwise. So, it's pretty fun. Finding new and supporting small streamers as well. Alright, definitely taking that health. Taking more health. SMG, leather vest, do you. Alien tongue can wait. I really want to throw in the at least just one Ghost Scepter. I'm going to throw this in. I just want to see if this will help. It probably won't. Says you, who is small. I'm joking, by the way. You're my fan. Yeah. Oh, no, I understand. It's an interesting statistic that I looked up around, like, what puts you into, like, the different percentiles of streamers. So, sorry, hold on. Sidetrack real quickly. Yeah, the Ghost Scepter, I'm not worried about charming. That is more I'm looking to see if I can get kills to increase my health. Because I just want to see if I can't get my HP up faster or more with the Ghost Scepter. To see if I can, like I said, just get that little bit of extra help so I can just... I cannot talk right now. I do apologize. I'm trying to get extra health so I can increase my chance to charm. That's basically all I'm doing there. Small streamers help small streamers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying that if it charms, I don't know if that counts as a kill for the Ghost Scepter. Oh, I never thought about that. I figured that if you charmed, it would not count. But that's a good thing. I might have to test that out one of these days. Take some armor. We'll take some range damage. It didn't gain any stats. I wish it would tell you how many kills are left. But I'll keep it in the build for just a little bit. There's some harvesting. Injection would be good. We'll take another... Ooh, actually, I'll lock in all of... Actually, no, I'm not going to lock in the plant. I will lock in that rat, though. It resets every wave. Oh, it does reset. For some reason, I thought it carried over. That sucks. If it resets, then I'm definitely probably... Well, no, I'll keep it in. Because I should be able to get enough kills, especially on these little guys, to see if I can get, like, one or two. Actually, I'm going to need attack speed for it. No, I think you know what? I'm going to sell it. I don't think it's going to be worth it. Well, maybe I'll get a blue one and just see what happens. We'll keep it in. No, we'll keep it in for a little bit. We'll play around with it. I mean, there I did get one, so that's nice. Ooh, baby elephant. I'll take a free baby elephant. I definitely need some speed. Let the worm eat. Oh, I forgot I have the loot worm. Yep, I do need to let the worm eat. We should do one stream of Brotato Mythbusters. That would be fun. My assumption is it would proc Ghost Scepter since it procs Hunting Trophy. I'm pretty sure, by the way. I'm pretty sure. My guess is it probably does then too. It's definitely a good thing to test out. So you know what? I'll just keep I'll keep leveling it up and we'll see. But I'm gonna need attack speed to make it a little more effective. There's my lifesteal that I want. Terrified Onion, sure. I gotta get my luck out though. I hate having negative luck. Yeah, I'll let the worm eat. I tend to eat for the worm just because he doesn't eat as fast as I want him to. Not a lot of enemies to try to get the ghost set. Well, there's one. It's definitely not going to be enough to... I'm definitely going to need to take more HP, though. HP items and maybe... if I get, like, a good purple or a red HP up, I'll definitely take those. Alright, let's get some of that. Alright. Worm is eating the best he can, though. Yeah, and to be fair, I need to get more speed for him to do better. Let's take that... Oh, no, I about took that melee damage. Ooh, no, I'm going to take the damage. Ooh. I want to take the black flag, but I know curse is so bad. Should I take the black flag? Well, I'm definitely going to take the fresh meat, because that's lifesteal. The black flag, it's going to increase health, it's going to increase damage. Dear Mr. Prof, the Loot Worm Esquire, first of his name. They do need, that would be cool if you could name your pets. Or at least, like, change the name of, like, the Loot Worm and everything. You know what? How are we doing on my stats? I'm only down 3 damage. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Daybreak. It will cost armor as well as increase enemy damage. So it's probably not the best take. I am going to take... Well... No, I'll take the Earthworm. Or take the Alien Worm. Ooh, there's another SMG. Or a Ghost Scepter. Another SMG. Take another Raft. There's another bag. Oh, I don't have a bag. Oh, that's right, because I died the last time I get it. But you do get more curse every turn. Yeah, it's, I'm more worried about the loss of armor. So. Ooh. Gotta let the grab, I forgot his name. Ow, he died. The Gobbler. Gotta let the Gobbler eat. Unfortunately, he did not eat a lot. And I will say, I do think the Ghost Scepter is proccing off of charming enemies, because I do seem to be getting a decent amount. I do seem to be getting a little health from it. But I also can't tell if that's the SMG doing it or the Ghost Scepter. I would definitely have to do just a build of just Ghost Scepters. Maybe that's something to play with. But yeah, Black Flag isn't the play. Yeah, I don't think it is now. I am going to take some armor just to keep that up. Ooh, power generators, nice. Take that head. Ooh, the Ricochet. Ooh, and there's a Cyber Ball. Oh wait, I have no luck. Cyber Ball will do nothing for me. Definitely going to take that Ricochet. I've named Bonk Dog, Bonkulos, Cattling Gun, Puss in Shoots, and Doc Moth keeps their name because it's short for Mothtavius. Those are some pretty good names. Bonkules, Puss in Shoots is probably my favorite, I'm not going to lie. That would definitely make the later Shrek movies a little more interesting. Yeah, Bonkules. Yeah, no, it took me a minute to get that, but yeah, Bonkules. And then the rat would just have to be Remy. I'm sorry, but to me, the rat would be Remy. Because you already got, I mean, Remy is the most famous rat. from Ratatouille. So in my heart, he would be Remy. But yeah, no, Puss in Shoots would definitely make the Shrek movies a little bit more interesting. Because now I imagine just like seeing Antonio Banderas, who voices Puss in Boots, just being like, "I am Puss in Boots," and then pulls out a Glock 9 and just shoots the enemy or something. That'd just be funny in my book. Ooh, Cursed Ritual. I'll take it. Because I can get that armor back. There's health. There's damage. Alright, taking the ricochet, taking the damage. We'll take that fin. God, I have so much... I need luck so bad right now. Lifesteal, we'll take the snail, we'll take the gummy berserker, we'll take the small fish. Let's go to wave 10. I was thinking calling the racks Carmine because of Gears of War. Oh, that would be interesting. I've never played Gears of War, but I kind of know what you're talking about. I'm also trying to think of, oh, what are the rats from? There was an old animated movie that was about rats. Like street rats. I can't think of the name. Yeah, the rats would definitely need to be thought of. I'm also glad I got the ricochet, because that is helping out a lot. But I also forgot, I think I got the sharp bullet as well. Gears has the ongoing joke that anyone named Carmine dies. It's a series of red shirts. Oh, okay, that's funny. There's some armor. Let's get you back. All right, take everything. Oh, there's my luck. Let's get you back. Cursed monkey. Cursed cute monkey. No. And there's my purple scepter. How are we doing? Well, it's, you know, the scepter is giving me stats. It's up to 7 now. Oh, there's a lost duck. I definitely need that. Ooh, free rerolls, free recovery, free XP gain. Go to wave 11. American Tail, that's it, Bush. I'm sure you could pick out one of the rat names from there as well. There's one Carmine that survives, but in a world of massive turbo masculine muscle men, he is the turbo muscliest. Oh, turbo muscle men. Yeah. I mean, it's like the One Ring. It's like one ring has to rule them all. So there's got to be a tippy top Carmine. You love antacids? Well, that's good to know. As long as they make you feel better and you're not popping them like Tic Tacs, then you're good. I think I need some damage. He actually gets headshot once, but it bounces off the helmet and he scolds the person who shoots him. Oh, that's funny. Oh, anti-gas. Okay. I don't pop them, only at most 3 a day. Max is 4 a day. Yeah, don't pop too many, but enough to that it helps you out. Take that range damage, because I do need some damage. Alright, so let's see, how does a red Ghost Scepter help? I mean, it's given to me... I've gotten 8 HP from the Scepter, so... Ooh, we definitely got a Horde Wave now. And do I... I don't have the... Oh, for some reason No, I had the Sharp Bullet from the last one. Locking that bait, that'll be nice. So will that mutation. No, Blaze Mander's not going to help me. Let's go to wave 12. Alright, gonna focus on this wave, so I'm probably not going to look at chat for the next 60 seconds. So you guys theoretically have 60 seconds to post whatever you want before I ultimately ban you if you post something that's extremely bad or extremely poor taste. I won't ban you. You'll get a 1 second timeout. I did see that, Cosmic, by the way. That's a 1 second ban. When I get to it. Okay, not when, if. No, I will say I think I'm getting 1 to 2 health every round from the Ghost Scepter, so I'm actually pretty happy with how that's working out. I have no crit, so the eye patch isn't going to do anything for me. Yeah, especially not with the Ghost Scepter. I'd rather deal with the Ghost Scepter. All right, this is a free purple. I kind of want to get more range damage for my Ghost Scepter. And then that 8 damage is going to be nice. All right, bait and mutation. All right, let's read what you got. Well, 2 gas X and 1 for something else, both well under the limit. Tums is 10 a day. I take at most 2. FU. I about did it, Cosmic. I'm not going to lie. That's a joke. That's a joke, lads. I would have Snap pick the purple armor. Yeah, that would have been smart, but I'm not smart when I stream. That's the streamer's curse. Or I should say that's my curse when I stream. Other people are smart. Me, not so much. You said I can post anything, so I did. I said as long as it's not in poor taste. Let's see. That attack speed will help my Ghost Scepter. The bait and the spicy sauce will be good for the next round. Attack speed and... Ooh, that has negative armor. I'm actually not going to take the Gummy Berserker. I don't want to lose any more armor, but I will lock in that Broken Mouth. Alright, let's go next wave. No, you're fine. I'm joking around. I'm joking around, Cosmic. It's all good. No, I think the Ghost Scepter, having 1 Ghost Scepter, I think is making things a little interesting with the Romantic. Because you are just getting that little bit of health. That's just help increasing the amount of, the chance of curse, or charming an enemy. Plus its survivability. So it's definitely an interesting take. I will say. There was a loot alien. I don't actually hate you. I've suggested you to many friends. Oh, don't. It's all right, Cosmic. I understand. I'm just joking around. I know you're joking around too. No need to worry. The F word is a way we've been convinced to treat each other and ourselves like cattle from the Scandinavian for breeding, especially among animals. Yeah. That word has an interesting etymology. Or I have no idea if that's the right way I use it. Interesting history. Another bag. All right, let's take... I don't really need attack speed. I will take a little more life steal. Just a little bit more survivability. All right, take everything I locked in. Nothing there. Ooh, I would take the cursed fish hook, but I'm kind of tapped out on curse right now. I don't really want too much more. I will take the weird ghost. I will take the blindfold. I'm going to lock in that knot because that'll become useful later. Ooh, that's a lot of lifesteal on a mouse. I will take that because 9 lifesteal is huge. I'm not going to take the mammoth. I just don't want that. We'll take the recycling machine though. So you went to Spencer's today, and yeah, never going back to Spencer's. I'd be interesting to know why. Oh, why did I take the weird ghost? Why did I take the weird ghost? Oh my god, that was a stupid take. Yep, I did not think that one through at all. Oh my god, that was such a stupid move on my part. Oh. The word history I wish happened is that the Germanic tribe the UK was colonized by was the Saxlanders instead of the Anglanders. So England would have Sexland today. That would be hilarious. All right, I'm gonna roll this one back. Let's try this again. It would just be Saxony. Saxon equal Isaac's sons, the lost tribe of Israel. Yeah. That would be interesting, Daybreak. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's get my, didn't get my harvest. There's my harvesting. Alright, where are my... There's a... You know what? I'm going to take a Ghost Scepter right away. And lock in you, and we'll take the Weird Ghost right away as well. Damn, didn't get anything. Alright, more harvesting. We'll take another Weird Scepter to combine. Lock in that rat. There's another SMG. There's another Weird Ghost. We'll definitely take that too. Anyway, the best course of history for the UK would have been the Germanic tribe didn't colonize and conquer the land, so the native Welsh and Celtic people wouldn't have a long history of oppression by them. Yeah, that would be nice. Any sort of oppression would have been nice to avoid. Also makes me interested to see how history would have been changed by that. We have British. There's some damage. I'll take that damage and the attack speed. Alright, take all of you. Lock in another SMG. You know what? We'll try a second Ghost Scepter this run. Let's just see if we can't really boost my health right away. No, it's always fascinating. Like, what would have happened if, like, the Romans didn't conquer as much of the world as they did, or same thing like with the... Oh, wait, no, stay away from you. You know, what would have happened, like, World War I or World War II wouldn't have happened, or the Crusades didn't happen. It'd be an interesting case study to think about. God, I'm hungry now and I can't eat because it's 9 p.m. I mean, you can eat if you want. Chance to double? Sure. Take some more damage. Alright, I'm gonna try 2 Ghost Scepters this time. I will take that Loot Worm. Ooh, Baby Gecko is gonna be great with the Loot Worm. Not so fun fact, the reason Welsh gets memed on as a language is because of long-term efforts by the British to delegitimize the language. Yeah, the British have done that a lot. Not gonna lie, the British have done some pretty messed up stuff throughout the world. The 7 Years' War was the First World War. Depends on your definition of world. World War. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's an interesting prospect to think, like, I don't know why I took crit. But I'm going to take the Loot Worm. I'm going to leave the Alien Tongue alone. Ooh, there's a blue SMG. There's some damage. Let's go to wave 6. Also, if you want to know a funny turning point, the Mongol Empire was nearly wiped themselves out with their first invasion of China. That's interesting. I mean, when I think of the Mongol Empire, I think of Genghis Khan. And, like, it's hard to think that... I mean, to be fair, the first Mongol Empire probably didn't have Genghis Khan, if I remember correctly. That was him. Oh, man, yeah. So it's insane to think, like, he was such a great conqueror that to think that he almost lost his entire army and nearly wiped himself out because of that. But I mean, to be fair, look what happened to Napoleon. He was on top of the world until he wasn't. Take the head injury. We'll take some speed. All right, take the SMG. We'll take the Cyclops Worm. All right, gonna take the Gonna take the pig. I'm gonna lock in the fresh meat in the bat because I do want that lifesteal. Let's go to wave 8. He lost his army twice to fucking weather. Yeah, weather. I mean, weather has always been an interesting factor in wars, and the fact that a lot of leadership throughout history has known that it's a factor and has ignored that is fucking mind-blowing. like this. I mean, it happened to Napoleon. It happened to some of the, basically every army that's ever invaded Russia. It's just stupid to think that. God damn it, why'd I do that? I just destroyed the curse bearer. Happened during to the Nazis. Which, to be fair, I'm not saying that's a bad thing with the Nazis. That was a good thing. Fuck the Nazis. There's some luck. Alright, got that. Let's go to Wave 8. He saw the massive dams China was using to control floods in agriculture and thought he could break it to flood one of their first cities. The water then washed away the area right next to their camp. Yeah, he's not a smart activity. That's definitely not a smart thing to do. He who controls the weather controls the world. LBJ. The Mongol Empire conquered Russia in winter. Yeah, but well, I did not know that. Daybreak. That's interesting. I thought Russia was pretty much unconquerable, but because of the winter. But then again, the Mongols probably were prepared for it. Mainly, I'm just trying to think of where Mongolia is compared to Russia and China. Is it in between? Is Mongolia in between Russia and China? I have to look that up on the world map. Yesent? One of the things Mongols did was kidnap experts to learn what they were doing. Ah. Yeah, that helps. Having smart people helps. Russia only became unconquerable once they unite and, like, became big. That would make sense. Bottle mine, take some range damage. Range damage, HP regen. I need armor. There's padding. Padding's gonna be nice. I have loot worm, so I don't need cauldron. There's you. Take the tree, and we'll go to wave 9. And Ivan, after Ivan the Terrible. Okay, a lot of people with Mongol features in Russia still. Oh yeah, no, that's, I mean, that's just part of the Eastern Russia though. Is there's a lot of Asian people with Asian heritage there from Mongolia and China. But again, that was probably a lot of the Mongol invasion as well. Makes sense. Mongol was subsequently made smaller from a lot of losses. Russia's only united because Mongol conquered them and set up the political infrastructure to tax them. China and Mongolia basically become irrelevant after the empire fell. And when the Mongol Empire fractured and pulled back, that infrastructure stayed in place. Very interesting. I feel like I'm getting a nice history lesson. I'm kind of enjoying it. We're going to recycle that, take some more health. We'll take some attack speed. Alright, there's another SMG. There's some more range damage. I'll take the compass for the speed. Oh man, the statue might be interesting. 72% attack speed while standing still. I'm half tempted to take it, because that's a lot of attack speed. Nah, we'll not. I'm going to lock in the Hedgehog and the Scope, and we'll go to Wave 10. Communist Mongolia. Well, yeah, communism spread pretty far and wide. But yeah, the Mongols waited for the rivers to freeze to ride their horses across to fight Russia, and then lured them out of their cities and killed them with attrition by slowly pulling back and baiting them further out. Oh yeah, that's a very, very valid strategy. Get your people away from the safety of your fortresses and things like that. Or in the, like I said, Russian case of World War II, is they just continued to pull their folks back. I mean, well, not all their folks. They actually basically just set up lines. And then the Nazis just kept pushing forward, but they kept destroying all the fields and stuff to, you know, I don't even know what I'm saying. Screw what I'm saying. You guys are the history buffs. I'm just bleh. Cake. Definitely taking Cake. There's 12% speed, so I don't need no any more speed. Take some range damage. There's more health. We'll take everything here, get my free roll. That's a lot of luck. I'm definitely going to take that. Definitely going to lock in that health. Let's go to wave 11. Actually... I imagine when you say actually, you have the little, like, you have the glasses and you're, like, pushing up, and you're like, actually, what really happened? That nasally voice that they stereotype with nerds. Ooh. Scorched Earth. Yeah, the Scorched Earth policy was definitely a fascinating strategy. Soviets burned shit while the Nazis just killed and blitzed. Though when the winter hit, they weren't prepared because they were supposed to be done by October. Oh yeah, no, that's I mean, the same thing happened in Ukraine. Is they wanted a quick blitz. That's what they planned for, and then when it didn't work out, you saw how far they had to fall back. We'll definitely take the pumpkin. Ooh, the hunting trophy. I love me a hunting trophy. We'll definitely... I don't have no crit. I have crit now. We're definitely taking that hunter yard. Bowler's hat, the butterfly. We'll take the jelly. I'm not taking the weird ghost this time. Let's combine the ghost scepter. I have gotten some stats from the ghost scepter, so I'm pretty happy there. We'll take you, we'll take you, we'll take you, and I forgot I have the pig. We are coming up to a lead, so I think I'll just work on. I don't have a lot of life steal. So this is very worrisome. Yep. Was not paying attention to where the enemies were coming from. That's also a bad elite to have with me. I should have had more lifesteal. Oh well, let's restart. Let's keep going. Let's see. Mongolia didn't conquer Southeast Asia because the humidity was fucking with their bows. They decided they'd rather not try with unreliable weapons. Interesting. Like, they got to Moscow and it was downhill and they ran out of oil, so they had to get the Caucasus, and that failed. Yeah, I remember hearing about, like, a lot of the reason a lot of that stuff failed is because the supply lines kind of collapsed. Lock you in, we'll lock the alien tongue in. Let's go to wave 2. Let's see. No Ghost Scepter this time. I think we'll run without the Ghost Scepter this run. Jay remembers. I don't really remember. It comes in vagues and pieces, and to be fair, I'm very gullible when it comes to history. You could tell me that Superman came along and punched Satan, Stalin in the face, and that's how he actually died instead of, like, dying of a heart attack. And I'd probably believe you. There's some more harvesting. There we go. SMG. Another SMG. Let's go to wave 3. That jellyfish elite has brutal predictive aiming, but if you wiggle back and forth, he'll always miss. That's a good tip, Burr. I do appreciate that. I'll have to remember that next time I face him, because I'm always trying to figure out how to dodge that second phase, and I can never get it just right. He was there, guys. Jay was there. He was at the front line. I was the guy that I was the guy in the Captain America suit with the Captain America shield. No, fighting on the front lines. Let's see. Get some armor, take some damage, take the sharp bullet, take everything there. There's some luck, so I'll take you, and we'll go to wave 4. You can literally just stand still on a diagonal. Really? Does he not? Doesn't he try to step on you? Or not step on you, occupy your space? He takes the speed you're moving and then aims, so he'll hit you if you keep moving in that same direction. Okay. So just wiggle. You can literally just stand still on the diagonal. So just wiggle back and forth and he'll fire wildly to each side. Oh, at one point, okay. I'll have to try that next time I face him, Purr and Whoosh. That's an interesting prospect. Get some more luck. Alright, luck. We'll skip that. I'm going to lock in that padding. That'll be nice to have. Lock in the reinforced cell. And there's one more SMG. Oh, at one point in history, the alt-right political leader in Japan was nearly assassinated by Japan's most successful male porn star kamikaze piloting into their home. Something that sounds ridiculous, but is actual history. Interesting. No, he moves to the middle of the map, then stays still on the second phase. Oh. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna have to remember that, Whoosh. No, stop killing... I keep going after the curse, and I forgot that curse is bad. I keep remembering that curse is bad for this character. Whoops. Oh, why did you get empowered? Alright, you need to not live anymore, and you need to not live anymore. I'm a poor... No, I'm not. I can't make that joke. No, yeah, you're a little young for that, Cosmic. You don't even need to move back and forth with the second phase because they alternate firing towards each side of you, but never at you. Okay. Take some range damage. Lock in that loot worm. Take the cake, and let's go to wave 6. Okay. I think I do remember seeing another streamer do that. I think it was Baru when I saw him playing. He did that. So I'm gonna have to do that next time. That is a... It's amazing, like, to be fair, with this Brotato, I'm always moving around, so I think, oh, I need to move around, and I do forget, like, there are some enemies where if you just stand still, that nothing will touch you. Like, the tentacles are kind of like that. Like I said, that boss is kind of like that. A couple of the other elites have attacks where if you just stand still, they won't hit you. Which is pretty cool. Let's see. That's a lot of harvesting. I'll take you. All right. Let's take the pad. Let's take the loot worm. We'll take the baby elephant. There's another SMG. Ooh, there's a metal detector. I like metal detectors. Let's go to wave 7. Ooh. Just stand around here and let my loot worm take care of everything while I just chill out. Cursed whale, or cursed walrus. So fun, especially when you got low damage. Low damage with no healing. But at least we have decent curse right now. We're up to 19%. Mitsuya Mino is the name of the porn star in question if anybody wants to learn more. I kind of do, but I'm also afraid that if I search his name, I'm going to see some of his work. Probably not a great thing to look at, especially not on stream. Definitely going to take that damage. Let's take you. We'll take that lifesteal. Damage. Lock in the lifesteal. Lock in the bat. And, nope, we'll go to wave 8. That's probably fair, yo. Something to do in my own personal time. Not on stream. Then again, I don't show my web browser on stream, so I could look at it. But, actually, no, I have my desktop audio muted, so you guys wouldn't be able to hear anything if I did play a video. I'm also at home. I'm not at work or anything, so that's not... Definitely can do that there. Of course, I do have a phone. A phone that is not from my work. I know, I keep forgetting. He just doesn't move fast enough because I don't have a lot of speed. It's probably just worth the Wikipedia dive. Yeah, probably. Ooh, I'll take a treasure map. Even if it is cursed. There's range damage. There's percent damage. Alright, lifesteal, lifesteal. There's another treasure map. Nothing there. much engineering do I have? I have 5 engineering. Nah, we'll leave the nail alone. Definitely take another metal detector. Celery tea might not be that bad either. Yeah, I always forget about the worm. And again, he's not moving as fast as I want him to move. But I'll let him do his thing. I'll just stand around and see. Hopefully he gets to the big pile down there. Oh, there he's running after a tree. Yeah, see, he keeps wanting to go after the trees. And I don't like seeing all the green on the ground. I'm getting that tree. You just pick up materials. To be fair, I also have the metal detector, so I have a chance to pick up double. And it'll be interesting. We'll get to the point where if I get... Well, no, I won't get enough metal detectors to double it. Going into wave 10, I'm not going to take the weird ghost. Take some more luck. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, metal detector. Ooh, that community support. No, I don't need that. Techmatics. Wait, how are you charming without a flute? Also, welcome in, Tech. It's good to meet you. My name is Jay Axion. I am just a nice little variety streamer that's been stuck on, or not stuck, playing Brotato for the last couple months, just trying to complete every character. So, welcome in. I enjoyed the chat. How am I charming without the flute? So, let me move my camera and I'll show you. I am playing as the Romantic. So, the Romantic has a chance that when an enemy has less than 25% health, you have a basically 50% of your max health chance to charm for 8 seconds. So that is how I am charming without the flute. It's an innate attribute of this character that I'm playing. So move that back over. Definitely taking the armor. Definitely taking the small fish. Oh, he gets that chance too. It stacks with his multiplier. Yep. The last 10 seconds, I grab mats with worm. I've seen 8x materials from worm. Oh yeah. Romantic. Oh my god, I thought it was just because of the flutes. I didn't know the Romantic did that as his character. Thank you. You're welcome, Tech. Always welcome to ask questions. Yeah, it's a good question to ask because a lot of people don't realize that Romantic just gets that innately. I had some applesauce and 4 orange slices. That sounds delicious. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the pig. All right, let's get this SMG in. There's some range. There's some life steal, and some more range damage. I feel full without many calories. Fruit will do that to you. Fruit's a great thing to get, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Cosmic, I know you're trying to gain weight, but fruit is still better than nothing. Makes SMG a good choice because of how often it hits. Yes, it does. Trying to gain, yeah. Yeah, with you need protein, Cosmic. That'll help you gain. But yeah, the SMGs just, I mean, yeah, super low damage. And to be fair, with the Romantic, you have to be careful with how much curse you get, because curse will decrease your damage and it decreases your armor. So you have to kind of balance things out, especially on the Abyss maps. Especially like right now, where nothing is cursey because everything is armor. There we go. Now I'm starting to catch up a little bit. Trying, you need much your protein shakes. Yep. Protein shakes, piece of chicken, maybe some soy. Well, soybeans. Alright, I'm literally just running for my life right now. That's all I'm doing here. Let's see. I need damage. There's damage. 15, so guaranteed purple. I am actually gonna take I'm gonna take some health here because I do need health as well. Ooh, coupon. Here's damage. Another purple SMG will lock in. That snail will be good. Slow down enemies. Ooh, ugly tooth is great. Oh, oof. I do not have piercing either, so this is not gonna be fun. Well, and again, 21% no, 26% chance to charm an enemy. So we'll be charming a good deal. I'll just probably stay in the corner here. Forgot how much you love fruit. Yeah, fruit is good. I love fruit myself. Yeah, charm is definitely doing its part right now. Just gotta watch out for those sharks. And I am going to just focus a little bit, not look at chat, just so I can make sure I stay alive. Ow! Well, I only took 19 damage. That lifesteal is helping out a little bit. Ooh, the enemies are starting to pile up a little bit. Alright, there we go. The other tab that just had an ad for their product asking ChatGTP what it thinks and tied a little inside. Oof, for a product. Yeah, ChatGTP, ChatGPT, other AI, stuff like that, kind of interesting. I only really hate strawberries because they're fucking seeds. That's it. Texture of strawberries, seeds, blah. Playing Apex ranked, but I've got ya up for in between games. Haha, nice job. Thank you. Yeah, no, wow, Apex. I haven't seen someone play Apex in a long time, but the last time I saw some people play Apex, it looks fun. I just haven't had the chance to really play it. There's more HP. All right, let's take this SMG. But cool, yeah. How do you enjoy playing Apex, Tech, if I could ask? You know what? I'm going to take that decomposing flesh. We'll take the luck. We'll take the rat. I don't have the piggy bank, so we're good. Spicy sauce. We'll take the whistle. I need speed. Let's go. The gas discharged immediately after I ate that orange and applesauce. Yeah, that will happen. Can't remember how much fiber is in the fruit, but I know there's a little bit. That'll help. Alright. Oof, odd. It's sweaty and Brotato is a great change of pace, that's for sure. Yep. Oh, and by the way, I don't have any bots running in this, so I do apologize. That's something I have not yet set up. So, Cosmic, have you looked up body pH? Oh, that's an interesting thing to think about. My body is cold. Could help. It could. You never know. I've only recently heard about the pH balance in the body. It's not something I've ever really thought about, but it's an interesting thing to check. Ooh, free sunken bell. I'll take you. We'll recycle the gummy berserker. Starfish. Sure. Alright, there's my speed for my beanie. Let's see. Let's get some crit going. Take some range. There's speed. Take all of you. Magical grind leaf at this point is absolutely gonna be needed. That's a great find for wave 12. Ain't gonna lie, I eat acidic stuff though, so I'm trying to balance it. Yeah, get some base stuff. Drink plenty of water. You'll be good. Oh, cursed piggy bank. I'll still take it. Let's go to wave 13. So should have decent damage now. Just thinking about something and I forgot. I had a moment, or I had a thought, and it just went poof, gone. Oh, the grind leaf. Yes, the grind leaf's gonna be huge. Been drinking a lot of water, filled my body 3 times a day. Yeah, it's sort of counterintuitive. Natural acids actually help to alkalize. I didn't know that. Maybe do a 4. I should try that whoosh, but I don't deal with acid. Well, I mean, natural acid is not too bad. Or naturally, I mean, it's citric acid. It's not like stomach acid. More gas. I don't know the body well enough to comment anymore. The body's a weird thing. I've always just been told to eat good. Oh, there's a lot of armor. Definitely taking that armor. All right, taking the piggy bank. Let's see what I can build up. And you know what? I'm going to take a red SMG. Let's just... Ooh, I'm going to lock in that wheat. And let's go to wave 14. All right, we have a... Ah, that freaking walrus just sniped me from halfway across the map. I'm glad he didn't kill me, but good God, that just came out of nowhere. Come on, pick up all that stuff. There you go, loot worm. Need more speed. I need my loot worm to go faster. Good pH helps with every aspect of health. Makes sense. I don't know, though. It'll be hard. I like prepping a water bottle before bed. Put some frozen fruit, a bit of honey, and a pinch of... Okay, sorry. Got to focus 1 second, and I will finish reading that message. And just a lot of these narwhals are just kind of kicking my butt. Alright. I like prepping a water bottle before bed, put some frozen fruit, a bit of honey, and a pinch of salt in and let that all seep together. That's the extent of my healthy eating thoughts. Because I love more acidic stuff like pizza, pasta sauce, apples, oranges, bananas, etc. I leave it in the fridge overnight for the morning. Yeah, no, overnight, like, preparation stuff is awesome. Daybreak, I do that with my breakfast. I do overnight oats. Super delicious. I do, like half a cup of oats. I do a tablespoon of chia seeds, a tablespoon of protein powder. I do half a banana that I kind of mush up, and then I do half a cup of milk. Oh, so good. I leave that in the fridge overnight, pull it out. It's delicious. But yeah, Cosmic, you really do need to, like, a good balanced diet is really important, especially when you have things like when you have like gas issues, when you have stomach problems. Diet is 98 or 95% probably. There are legit medical reasons, but definitely diet is very important. Take a free turret. Tractor, no. I'm not going to take the Gummy Berserker because I want to... Ooh, the Lantern. Definitely going to take a free Lantern. That's damage, that's range, that's knockback. There's some range damage. Taking the Wheat. There's armor. Definitely going to be taking that armor. Going to lose a little HP, but I'm fine with that. I'm trying to build up a little crit, so we'll take the pile of books. I'm half tempted to take the explosive turret just because it is an explosive turret, and I do like explosive turrets, but let's go to wave 15. Make sure my pig builds up. Alright, we got the easy elite. This guy, super easy. All he does is just have that little line of bullets around him, and then it's easy when you actually dodge the slashes and the charges, but I was not, so I was being a little stupid there, but now we're good. Now he's past the slash phase, now he's onto the charging phase. He's still got his little line of bullets going around us, but again, one of the easier elites. Also, I've never had this much knockback on the SMG, so it's funny to see all these enemies getting knocked back with my SMGs. You eat cucumbers, not salads. I hate salads, though eventually it'll grow on me. You hate salads more than you hate being unhealthy. Yeah, that's a thing. There are a lot of... I mean, I definitely understand aphid is a thing, but, like, well... To be fair, I can't speak with someone who doesn't have it. It's hard to overcome it. I do know that. But yeah, that's the question you have to ask is, like, I used to hate tomatoes, but tomatoes are super healthy, so I started including them in my diet, and now I actually like them. So it's just something you gotta work towards. Yes, I hate salad because dressing. I hate dressing. Well, that's a good question, Cosmic. What kind of dressing do you hate? Do you hate all dressing, or is it just like ranch, or is it something like could you do like a vinaigrette or maybe like an olive oil? Like, cause what I like to do with salads is I'll take some, I go super simple. I get some arugula, I'll put it in the bowl. I'll take just a tablespoon of olive oil, put that in, a little salt, a little pepper, just mix that up, and there's a salad for you. French I hate, ranch I hate, and one other I tried I hated, though I know I'll find one. Yeah, maybe olive oil. Yeah, it's definitely something you gotta find. Olive oil and vinaigrettes. Those are pretty good. I miss the raspberry vinaigrette I used to have at IKEA. apple cider vinegar and olive oil, a great combination. All right, back to the game. Taking the potato. I don't know why anybody would not take a potato, but I'm taking it. I'll take that harvesting. See if I can't get a little more speed would be nice. All right, there's a blue SMG. You know what? No, I want to take the Obliterator just to take the Obliterator. Because I've never taken the Obliterator yet on this map or this file. And I don't know if I ever will. I will not miss typing on my phone. Oh yeah, I hate typing on my phone. I have a hard enough time with my laptop. Yeah, I do type on my phone every now and again, but yeah, autocorrect kills me. I'm gonna take the pile of books. I think I'm gonna ignore the Obliterator. Not on the Romantic. I'm definitely trying to charm enemies, not just outright kill them. Me when I ducking hate myself, yeah. Luckily, I haven't had to type on a phone since Nokia. Oh my god, the old Nokia phones. Back when you had to actually cycle through the letters. Oh. I will say that is something I do not miss. Because autocorrect, yeah. Autocorrect sucks, but I'll say if you've never had to type on a Nokia or something, or old flip phone, you are lucky. Like the younger crowd will never understand how much texting used to suck. That was back in the day when it was just like, okay, do 111552222 space 0333, stuff like that. Definitely taking the cyber ball, take more damage. Purple SMG. Yeah, let's throw that in. I'll take I'll take an explosive turret. Why not? Another grind leaf. Is this even gonna matter anymore? Yeah, it's a little bit. Barnacle, and I'll take all of it. I don't care. I rolled down. But we had Snake. We did have Snake. The Snake was an amazing game. I will admit that. That was the game, man, back in the day. Yeah, and then they came out with better phones, and we had the, like, I remember when the first cameras came out, it was just like, oh, the pictures were so horrible. But, I mean, it was awesome because we had a little phone. We had a little camera in our pocket that we didn't have to wind up using our thumb. Ooh, I need more, I need a lot more armor than what I got right now. I would steal my friend's phone and beat their high school score. Oh, that's evil, Bush. That is really evil. I mean, not really, but... let's see. Take free trees. There's more damage. Ooh, a pumpkin. Wait, I have no piercing. Why am I taking a pumpkin? Oh, no, I do have piercing. Okay, never mind. Let's take the life steal and the acid, then go to 18. And see... Okay, yeah. This guy shouldn't be too bad. Very beatable. Luckily, he does the little... Every attack, basically, is easily avoidable. Just need to make sure I stay far enough away from him. Yeah, the little circle attacks where you're in the center. Oh, now, the third phase is always the hardest because the circles get a little smaller and you actually have to run out of them. But, easy boss. Yeah, no, I remember that. The Snake on the old Nokias, or some of the games we used to put on the TI 85 or 87 calculators. Oh man, we had it large, man. Like, talk about retro gaming. You guys basically have mini computers. Oh, another explosive turret. Why not? Yeah, the mini computers you guys have in your pockets nowadays, or I should say we have in our pockets, are freaking amazing. I love them. But man, there's something about just mini computers in your pockets. Taking the metal. That's a nice sniper gun, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm basically just looking for damage at this point. Ooh, that's a owl. I'll take a treasure map. Take one more SMG. Why not? Lock in that cursed alloy. And let's go to wave 19. Not me. Yeah, I mean, it's personal preference. To be fair, like, the TI calculator I had was one that I had to check out from the school. I'm rude? How am I rude? I think I'm very nice. Oh, you're talking to Whoosh. Nah, it's all good. That was the fun part, though, is back when cell phones were first coming out, not everybody had a cell phone, so all you could do was play off of your friends' cell phones. But then, yeah, everybody started getting cell phones, and then it's just like, okay. But then, yeah, by the time everybody got cell phones, flip phones were out, and people were more interested in taking pictures and texting. Don't need Tyler, don't need the toolbox, don't need the corrupted shard. No to the cog. Take the mirror. Barricade, no. Take the penguin, we'll take the alien baby. Alright, we are level 25, so what do we need a lot of right now? Probably range damage. Having some range damage would be nice. Crit would also be nice. I think I'm going to go with range damage if I can find it. There we go. Alright, I am going to alloy the... Alright, I'm going to mirror the cursed alloy. We'll take the mouse. I don't need the weird ghost. There's a red SMG, so we'll take that. The wings for the speed? Yeah, we'll take the wings for the speed, and that's probably all I'm going to get. Me, my mom, and Jesse Ventura are the 3 North Americans without smartphones. Oh, you don't have a smartphone. That's what you were saying, Whoosh. Okay. Yeah, no, that's amazing. There are a lot of people who actually don't have smartphones. It's actually quite surprising. It seems like everybody has a smartphone, but not everybody does. So that's interesting that you don't have a smartphone. All right, wave 20 on the Romantic. All right, let's get the Leviathan down first because he is the more annoying of the two. In my personal opinion. And now he's doing his little spiral BS. And nope, there it is. Even more spiral BS with the waves of BS that are running around. So, alright, he's dead, so we basically won. As long as we can stay away from the this little dead shark here. Oh, I was wondering where all my health went. I just realized I had the patty. I forgot I had the patty. I checked the Epstein files earlier. Romantic was the only unredacted name on there. Yeah, Mangus, I definitely hear a lot of the Brotatos were redacted or were not in there, so that's always it's always good. But yeah, there were a few that were unredacted, little scary. But yeah, that was the Romantic on the Abyss. My healthy paranoia saw the spine potential before Snowden and the knowledge of Pegasus. Unfortunately, Brotato is... Don't know what that is. Root bear. Yeah. Brotato's definitely mostly not on the Epstein list. Some of them, just a little bit. Yeah, no, there's a lot of potential for spine with smartphones, but I also can't live without you. There's a lot of things you can't do without a smartphone, so I definitely need one. Actually, Romantic was the one in the Winnie the Pooh suit. Oh, wow. To be fair, that doesn't surprise me. But not bad. No, you know what? Tonight was definitely not a bad night. We got quite a few, or we got a few Brotatos done. We got the Lich done. We got actually, we only got 2 done. Lich and the Romantic. But that's Trump's brother was in his Rolodex. That does not surprise me. His entire family was probably there. Yeah, kind of a slower night, but it's all good. But yeah, that's unfortunately all I have time for. Don't have time for another run. I do have to get off. I do got work in the morning, and I got a few things that I need to do next to take Chris Tucker. So I'm gonna find us a raid target. See if we can't find another Brotato streamer. One that I actually know. I can't really find one. We'll forget about the raid tonight. I have to go find some good raid targets. So I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do that tonight, but that's all I got for tonight. I do appreciate everybody stopping by. Cosmic Whoosh, Mingus, Per, Daybreak, Whoosh, all you guys, Tech. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I should be back on tomorrow night around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope you guys all have a good time. And again, thanks for showing up. Thanks for having a conversation. I always enjoy talking with you guys. So hope you all have a good night. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Have a good one.